local legend says that they've locked her in this darkened chapel so she doesn't wander around the Karnak temple and scare the tourists. I mean, it's really astounding, the beliefs that are attached to this statue and the healing value of it, the energetic value of it. I have literally been in this chapel with another guest, just the two of us, and no other outside noises or anything. We're in the chapel, we close the door, and we hear the sound of kittens meowing. I have been licked on the face by an energy from this statue while in this chapel. It is absolutely astounding, and something very important to understand about the ancient Egyptian tradition is that they believed that the gods could be embodied in a stone statue like this. The energy, the frequency, the knowledge, the consciousness of that God being could be imbued into that stone or infused into that stone, and contact with the statue was the same as contact with that divine being. Today, we explain this through quantum entanglement, that the god has left a part of his energy in the statue or the goddess. And as we were all one time connected with these beings, we can still be connected through them through the image of the stone. As I said, the ancient Egyptians said Ptah came from Sirius and fashioned the human body. He even has a double helix in his hieroglyph. And while the ancient Egyptians didn't specify how Ptah did this, perhaps through some sort of mental ability, perhaps through some genetic technology like CRISPR-Cas9, which is what we use today to cut, copy, and paste DNA. But the fact that they describe this happening at all is absolutely astonishing to me. And it's very important to recognize that when we look at Ptah's business card, as we are here, that he literally has a double helix in his hieroglyph. This is a page from E.A. Wally Budge's Ancient Egyptian Hieroglyphic Dictionary. And he says that Ptah is the architect of heaven and earth, craftsman in working metals. He's a designer and the fashioner of the bodies of men. He was the blacksmith, sculptor, and mason of the gods. I mean, what this is telling us is that he's a geneticist. And he had the ability to edit human DNA. The question is, for what purpose? The ultimate answer, I believe, is provided by the pyramid texts, these oldest religious texts at Saqqara that are devoted to Ptah. And when we look into the pyramid text, we get a very good answer for why this happened. He was here to accelerate human evolution and to advance our ascension capability. How did he do this, or what exactly happened, is an important question. And I won't go into detail here. I've done this elsewhere, and perhaps we'll bring it up again later. But suffice it to say, I believe the focus of Ptah's genetic alteration of humanity was the activation of our neocortex. This happened around 200,000 years ago. Then 40,000 years ago, there was a sudden explosion in our ability to produce art, to do science, mathematics, everything that makes us human. This is not possible unless the neocortex is activated. And what is truly astonishing to me, and this could be one of the greatest coincidences in all of human history in a way, or certainly the history of art, is that the oldest piece of human art is a sculpture made of ivory that's dated to 30,000 BC, which means it's 32,000 years old. It was discovered in Germany, and the oldest sculpture is of a female humanoid lion. Now, how can that be? How could it be that the oldest piece of art precisely matches the consort of Ptah, Sekhmet, the figure that the ancient Egyptians said tweaked our DNA? I believe that there's a relationship here that has to be observed. And it suggests that perhaps Ptah or Sekhmet, or maybe even working together, they somehow implanted a memory within human DNA, perhaps in a thought field or a mind field that our activated neocortex could plug into.